Hey guys, welcome to this video. Now, as many of you know, I'm pretty technical. I enjoy doing technical tasks. I enjoy using Claude Code in the terminal, etc., etc. But I know that there's a significantly large proportion of people who would rather work in Claude Cowork. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to start working on a few different things inside Claude Cowork. I was using it last night and I've used it a couple of times, and I have to say, it seems like it's actually a little bit more intelligent than Claude Code for doing non-coding tasks, which makes sense. So in my opinion, what they've done is they've optimized Claude Cowork to do a specific group of things. Now, I'm going to show you how you can use Claude Cowork to make any skill to do anything and just how detailed it actually is. So right now, I'll just show you an example of what I did last night. So this is the prompt. It's super simple, super easy. You can grab the prompt in the description if you want, but I mean, this is specific to making Three.js games, so it wouldn't really make sense for you to copy this prompt. But all I did was I just said this to Claude Cowork, and look at what it created for me. This is absolutely absurd, right? So it said, that's the start, that's the big project, let's start off, okay, update the to-do, and then it read probably the most resources I've ever seen anything read ever, except maybe Notebook LM. I mean, look at that, absolutely crazy. Still going, still going, still going. And then, and only then, does it make a skill, right? So it makes a skill, but then it also makes references. Now, this is something that I've noticed that Claude Cowork does, but Claude Code does not. So in my opinion, if you're looking to make quite a complicated skill, which making Three.js games is pretty complicated, I would say, for AI to do, then you're going to want to make sure that you actually use Claude Cowork too, because it makes all of these different files, like rpgadventure.md, which is a reference file if needed, right? It's like an extra memory file if the AI needs it. Now, this is not something that Claude Code does out of the box anyway, right? So just before we carry on with the video, guys, quick shout out from our sponsor, me. This is harborseo.ai, which I've been working on for about 2 years now. It's an AI SEO content writer, and I recently just upgraded the writer itself to use Claude Sonnet 4.6, and look at the quality difference. The quality of the writing now is absolutely amazing. Look at these tables, all the links, all the images are specifically picked by Claude Sonnet. I'm basically shipping updates every single day. Like just last night, I shipped an update where you can now delete a cluster because, somebody emailed me and said you can't delete clusters on the new cluster feature. So I instantly went in and added this. We added the spy recently, which means you can spy on your competitors extremely easily. And if you go on harborseo.ai right now, you will see that we are currently running a founder's pricing. You will be grandfathered in, you will get 30% more articles, 6 times rollover, and the price will be locked in forever. I also have a lot of ideas coming to Harbor, including adding PostForge for social media posting and much, much more. It's probably the most robust AI SEO content generator on the market, and a lot of people are enjoying it, and a lot of people do really, really like it. And also the stats talk for themselves. 84 pages published, 31,000 impressions, 307 clicks. This is in 1.5 months of having this feature inside Harbor. The pricing is going away very, very soon, so go and lock in that pricing. harborseo.ai, there's a link in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's jump back into the video. Okay, guys, so this is the first game that was just created by this system, right? It's not great. I'm using my touchpad just so you know, so it's kind of hard to shoot. But yeah, look, you can actually attack monsters. I don't know what's hitting me right now. There must be a mob somewhere. Okay, so yeah, that's GG. But it's much better than what it would have made if I had just run it without the skill, right? So that's kind of the important thing here. So the process of making these skills is incredibly easy. All you do is, number one, you need to pick something complicated you are trying to achieve at scale. So make games, write articles, create websites. These are 3 examples that I use every single day, right? And then what you do is you explain to Claude Cowork what you are trying to make. So you write a prompt from what you're trying to make, preferably with the libraries and things if needed. So like I decided to tell it I was using Three.js. Then what you do is you get the skill, right? So Claude Cowork produces the skill. Claude Cowork produces the skill plus reference files. And then the end result is you can basically import that skill into any new Claude Code or Claude Cowork project and then build whatever it is you are trying to build. Now, one thing I would highly recommend doing is just going on settings on Claude Cowork, and then let me just find the correct setting here. Yeah, so you need to go to capabilities right here, and you need to make sure that domain allow list is on all domains. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to read all of the information that it actually has to read. So definitely, first thing you should do is that right there, right? Now, Cowork is super interesting to me. I didn't really think it was that interesting when I first started with it. But now I'm going to explain why I actually like it. It's like Claude Code, but everything is just a little bit easier to see. So we have the to-do list here. You can tell how much they care about product management, by the way. Anthropic is really, really interesting. You can see just how much they care about product management, right? Everything is pretty easy to use. You can also use dispatch with this, but we won't talk about this today. So you've got your instructions here, which is Claude.md, which you can click and at any time you can just edit, right? Which is super nice. If you're doing this on Claude Code, you have to run nano Claude.md and then you're in Vim editor, so good luck with that, guys. You have potential files. So this is Loot Slayer, and then there should be another one here as well, which was the one at the beginning. Okay, so it doesn't seem like you can actually scroll down on this folder thing, but that's okay. So we've got Neon Assault, which is the other one that I made earlier, right? Oh no, that was the one I just made now. The other one was this one. So, I mean, they're not exactly crazy games. Obviously, I'm not saying they're complete crazy games or anything. They're really hard to see as well, but... Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad, that's not bad. The WS and D is the wrong way around for some reason, which is super confusing. Okay, but yeah, anyway. You then have the most important thing, which is the .md files, right? So you have the skill.md, which you can look at. You have FPS shooter, core architecture, etc., etc. These are all reference files for the skill to read. So if you open the skill.md, you should see that it should mention these reference files somewhere, right? Yeah, so before writing any code, read the appropriate reference file for architectural patterns. So FPS shooter, RPG adventure, platformer, racing, survival sandbox, puzzle strategy, general, any genre. So I'm going to give you another example of a skill. Like I'm just going to show you how I would do it from the very beginning. First of all, you choose a new folder, and we'll call this Astro Builder, which will make sense in a second. Never mind, it's already taken. V2. Allow. Beautiful. I want you to look online at how Astro works, how Astro ranks on Google, the latest documentation of Astro, and also Terso for database. And I want you to create a detailed skill that will one-shot any website using Astro plus Terso as the base. If Terso is needed, then the skill should start by starting a new Terso database with the Terso CLI, which should be installed by the skill if needed. And then we'll say, you need to generate as many pages as possible and ask the user a set amount of questions at the beginning. You can list out these questions. I don't have time to do this right now in my head. I did this the other day, but let me just give you an example. So, do you already have a website in mind? Question mark. And then we'll also say, also look up front end and anti-AI slop skills for UI UX and also include them in the skill or as a reference file. Do you already have a website? Not in mind. Do you already have a website with information on it to scrape? Question mark. Number 2 could be like, do you have a logo you want to include? Do you need a database? What language are we doing the website in? And then also we'll just say the skill should also start by doing a lot of research into the niche. So also what is the niche, I guess would make sense. What is the website? niche slash category. A lot of research into the niche and finding out what is ranking online before starting for a load of keywords. So we'll hit enter here. What this will do is this will create a skill. So first of all, it'll do a lot of research into Astro, right? And then it'll start researching anti-slop, terso, UI UX practices, etc., etc. When it says this is a big task, that's actually a good thing. That normally means it's going to do an absolute crap ton of research. So these are its steps. There's a little button here, ask a question or recommend a change. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. It'd be even cooler if these were editable, personally, I think. But a lot of these companies, they don't want to admit that like AI can make mistakes, and therefore why would you want to edit this? But I guess this is cool that you can ask a question at least. Let me just click that actually. Okay, it does come up there. That's fine. So here we go. It's running everything in parallel. This is really, really fun and interesting to watch. Look at these web searches. Each of these is 10 websites at a time. The fact that this doesn't cost, well, it costs money. It costs $200 a month. I understand that. But the fact that there's no cost per search is really, really important and really, really interesting to this process, guys, because otherwise you're going to end up paying quite a lot of money if you do a lot of research online using AI at cost, right? Trust me, we use a crap ton of AI at cost for Harbor, probably about 2,000 a month. And of that 2,000 a month, I would say 80% of it is web search, right? Which is crazy when you think about it. So this is exactly how I made the skill that you may have seen the other day on one of my videos, which can basically one-shot an Astro website in any niche with all SEO done, an admin dashboard for them, for if you have a client, for example, that you're trying to sell the website to, so they can see the leads. You know, it's pretty crazy what you can do nowadays, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And then you could take this that I'm building now and you could, you know, sell these websites to people very, very easily. It's not like people aren't buying websites anymore. Get that out of your head. There are still millions of people buying websites, etc. Get yourselves on Fiverr. Tell people you'll vibe code for them. So this is still doing research. This is why I recommend using Claude Cowork over Claude Code. Claude Code is very, very lazy when it comes to this stuff. It's either lazy or it's faster. I don't actually know for sure, right? But I'm pretty sure it's just lazier, right? It doesn't have the same system prompts. This is more for work, so it makes sense that it works more, I would say. Because you can't have incomplete tasks when you're working. Let's say, you know, you're a product manager using this for organizing your work. You can't have tasks half done because you'll get fired. So Claude Cowork specifically has to actually be better than Claude Code, or not better, but less lazy than. Okay, so guys, this takes about an hour, half an hour to an hour. Pretty impressive stuff. This is Skills 2.0 in practice, I have to say. This is like next level for sure. Previously, Skills were pretty simple, but Skills plus reference files made by Claude Cowork are a different beast. I'm telling you, the Astro one I made the other day, which one-shots websites for me, and I could use it to make a website generator inside Harbor, which is probably going to come, by the way, very, very easily. It's next level, Skills 2.0. Go and check it out, guys. Claude Cowork is much better than it seems. It's not just a wrapper of Claude Code. It is something a little bit different. I'm going to leave the video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, never mind. It's literally creating the skill right now. Let's just give it a sec. Okay, so it's actually writing the skill now. I thought it would take a lot longer there because the to-dos. I think it did take longer last night with the 3GS one. Oh, it's the reference files. Yeah, the reference files take ages to write. So I'll just look at the skill and then we'll dip. But just know that there will also be reference files. This is why I recommend using Claude Code. It's specifically because of the Claude Cowork. It's specifically because of the reference files. They are significantly more intelligent, the skills afterwards, than Claude Code skills. Okay, so this is the skill. You can see it. A couple of interesting things about how this works is it actually says what words trigger. So mandatory triggers: Astro, website builder, build a website, build me a site, create a website. So if you say any of these things here, it will activate this skill. And then phase 0, ask the questions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can kind of plan those questions out depending on what you think it needs. Niche research and keyword discovery. Before writing any code, do deep research, competitor research, keyword mapping, page planning, All of this amazing stuff. This makes a 100 times better website than any system I've ever used, right? Project scaffolding, install core dependencies. If database is needed, set up Terso. Then install Drizzle, configure Astro, set up project structure, anti-AI slop UI UX design, so references anti-AI slop.md. For the full design reference, here are the non-negotiable rules: typography, colors, layout, animations, content, images. Phase 4, build the site. Another thing you can add, by the way, is you can add nano banana image generation into this. Look how amazing and powerful this end product is. Now you can go and create your own skill. I did do a video on this the other day, so if you specifically want one of my skills, then you can go and check out that video about Claude Code one-shotting websites. But yeah, I mean, look at the quality of this skill. You can just see how you can take this and make an amazing website that would be much better than if you just generated it out of the box using Claude Code. I'm going to leave the video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. Go and check out Harbor SEO, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.